When I was in my second year of high school, I met deaf students who were denied the chance to study beyond primary school. This inspired in me to become a change agent to dismantle barriers to learning. When I was given the opportunity to study in the United States, I saw it not just as a path towards personal achievement, but as a transformative gift. After obtaining my undergraduate degree, I undertook a joint master's and PhD program at Vanderbilt University. This enabled me to make the most of it, and I completed my PhD at the age of 28. Education gave me a platform for broader impact. At the Kenya Institute of Curriculum and Development, various universities and commissions, I ensured that policies were inclusive. My work also extends to writing 4 books and serving as editor-in-chief of the Africa Annals of the Deaf, which I funded with my colleagues in the year 2000 to foster critical discourse in deaf education and disability studies. Four of my proudest professional achievements in advancing disability rights and inclusive education in Kenya are: firstly, contributing to the development of Kenyan Sign Language, which is now enshrined in the Constitution of Kenya. Secondly, co-authoring the Persons with Disabilities Act of 2003, which was amended in 2025. This act safeguards the rights of persons with disabilities and also established the National Council for Persons with Disabilities. Thirdly, championing policies that broadened access for students with disability. This ensures training of support personnel such as sign language interpreters, speech and language therapists, counselors and psychologists, orientation and mobility specialists, amongst others. Fourthly, teaching and mentoring hearing students in universities. This enabled me to cultivate understanding across communities, resulting in dismantling barriers between hearing and deaf people. My message to my mentees who are pursuing their dreams: number 1, persons with disabilities can achieve as much as hearing people when guided by purpose and determination. 2, do not let others hinder your aspirations. Persons with disabilities, such as Thomas Edison in electricity, Alexander Graham Bell in telecommunications, and Stephen Hawking in science, demonstrated that persistence results in breakthroughs. 3, dreams require time to flourish. The first 10 years are devoted to planting the seed, nurturing it, and allowing others to recognize its potential. During the second 10 years, the roots deepen and the fruits of your labor extend beyond yourself. Fourth, continue to cultivate your vision because with patience, it will grow into something far greater than yourself and beyond what you can imagine. I envision a Kenya where all children with disabilities learn alongside their peers in fully inclusive classrooms with support services. I also foresee a society that provides equal opportunity and safeguards persons with disability from all forms of discrimination. My aspiration is for full and meaningful participation where persons with disabilities are consulted from the ideation stage to the policy implementation stage. I also envision families of children with disabilities being consulted because their lived experiences are indispensable in constructing a truly inclusive society. What gives me hope for the future and what I would like to see happen globally in terms of disability rights and inclusion. Firstly, I believe the United Nations and its partners have a pivotal role in advancing and championing constitutional and legal reforms that protect persons with disabilities, especially those who are in vulnerable circumstances. Secondly, beyond advocacy, the United Nations should invest in human capital by facilitating opportunities in research, in training, and in leadership development that results in persons with disabilities becoming agents of change. We can also integrate communication technology and AI infrastructure in teaching to unlock new avenues for participation for persons with disabilities. Thirdly, provide persons with disabilities access to higher education in critical fields such as climate change, food security, science, and digital innovation. This will equip and support persons with disabilities the skills to access and address global challenges while advancing their own initiatives. Finally, include persons with disabilities at high table deliberations as equal partners in decision making by appreciating their talents, skills, and abilities. The UN was guided by the unity of purpose and resilience. The same can be done with persons with disabilities by using their challenges as stepping stones to innovations like telecommunications and universal designs. This shows that when we work together, we generate common solutions that benefit the world. True inclusion requires a conscience grounded in respect for human dignity. How nations treat persons with disabilities innately determines how committed they are to the dignity of all people. I also envision emerging technologies such as AI serving as equalizers the same way as universal design. Lastly, data plays a great part in the provision of service. I envision censuses with itemized types of disabilities in order to capture higher prevalence. This will ensure adequate financial resources are allocated to provide quality services and training to persons with disabilities.